Right, hello everyone, Little Smith here. Wednesday again, so let's do an episode of Sabs Unmasked. I'm only just gonna do one. It's almost 11 o'clock at night, and I have to record two other videos for like other things after this. So just one person to talk about today. So this was posted. This article was posted May 30th, 2024. Emma Phipps or Phillips, I think it's Phillips. Affiliations: 3 counties: Hunt, Sabs, Gloucestershire Badger Office, that's a weird name for a Badger club, and Lynn Sawyer, I think that's a name or something, location in Gloucestershire. Emma Phillips, I'm just going to say Phelps, is a prominent animal activist in Gloucestershire, having been a keen member in the 3 counties Hunt Sabs with the infamous Lynn Sawyer since 2013. So it is a person. We'll probably talk about that later when it comes up in my list. Over her time, Sabin Phillips has surrounded herself with some of the very worst Sab behaviour and been embroiled in racing police and judges' time out of unfounded hatred for legal trail hunts in the Gloucestershire area. Elaine Barnett case. During a trial hunt meet in February 2016, Ledbury Hunt member Mark Medley was accused of assault by battery by one of Phelps' 3 counties Sab Brigade Elaine Barnett. Cheltenham Magistrates Court heard Barnett had allegedly been trying to distract the hounds by whipping the roads during a legal hunt. Her reckless actions no doubt endangered the hounds despite her professed love for the animals. Like I always keep saying, if you're an animal activist, you do not like animals, do you? You absolutely despise animals because you want to protect them, but at the same time you want them dead. Admit it. Mr. Medley, who was filmed riding his horse in Barnett's direction, naturally followed his instincts. Followed his distracted hounds through a break in the hedgerow and tracked Mrs. Barnett across the road and into a thicket. That's a thick bush, by the way, for those non-country people out there. The court ruled that there was no evidence of any contact and thus no evidence of assault by battery or any form of assault for that matter. Following a similar occurrence a few months earlier, where huntsman Peter Dugrell was swiftly cleared of manically inflicting bodily harm. You can tell it's fucking late. Can't even speak this sort of. I'm so tired. The Crown Prosecution Service came under scrutiny for allegedly caving into the pressure from animal rights campaigners too easily. In other words, the animal rights people paid off the judge. It's what they do. It is clear that Mr. Medley should never have come to court. According to the Times, the police who investigated the videos in both cases decided to take no further action. However, CPS brought prosecutions after the videos were examined under the Victims' Right for Review. Tim Bonner from Countryside Alliance accused CPS of bending to the mob rule. He told the Times, "It is very worrying that there appears to be an increasing number of cases where charging decisions were made on the basis of who can shout the loudest and who's got the most money, not the quality of the evidence provided by the complainant." But this still didn't match Phelps' twisted version of reality, who filmed the footage of Mr. Medley riding towards Barnett. "We didn't think it was going to go anywhere. If we had any say in it at all, there's no way we'd have pushed for assault by battery. where there would have been as much chance of getting a prosecution for common assault. He definitely should have gone to court. Where he did what he did was wrong, she said. A denial of reality is commonplace among Hunt Sabs. Phipps' denial of her own evidence is no different to the Sabs' wider denial that Mel Barrington is an extremist or that Paul Ullman is a criminal. Accomplice of Lynn Sawyer. Speaking of the Cheltenham Badger Cull protest in 2016, Phipps recalls nostalgically how in the summer of 2013 she went to visit activist Lynn Sawyer in Gloucestershire for 2 weeks and never left. Inducted by Sawyer, Phipps remains on the self-righteous crusade against badger culling across Gloucestershire. Sawyer helped orchestrate a number of criminal campaigns over the last 30 years. In 1999, she was one of the investigators of the Stop Huntingdon Animal Cruelty campaign against Huntingdon Life Sciences, which lasted until 2014. SHAC was officially registered to Sawyer's house on Evesham, Worcestershire. The crusade was described by one judge as ruthless and substrained campaign against the life scientists who were carrying out our gates. So this is basically copy and paste. Is basically another terrorist who hates people who saves lives. In other words, it's basically copy and paste. So I'm not going to bother reading that again. Sawyer and her team's campaign was so violent that it included the planting of both fake and real explosives. Yep, that's the same as the what the other Sabs do. Yeah, it's copy and paste. I've read this like 1,000 times. You don't have to say it in every single thing. Several extremists involved in the terrorist attack served jail time. Sawyer is currently thought to be renting out her property in Evesham while living rent-free at the Vale Wildlife Centre in Twidsby, a charity which is said to be making more than £55,000 a month. And guess what? It's straight in her pocket, it sounds like. It's mostly scams anyway. Phipps also appeared to have a role in the Sawyer's violent campaign. She allegedly pled guilty, along with Anton Gissin, I think I talked about him before, to aggravated trespass for her actions during that from 2011 to 2012. Hateful reviews and crowdfunding. Phipps is also partial to leaving the odd spiteful review of any institution she disagrees with. One such example is a slanderous Facebook review of the Cleves Common merely for its support of the vacation of trail hunting. Yeah, she's basically a Karen when she does that. The only liar here is Phipps, who claims that Cleve Common are baseless and nothing more than the ideological polemics of a frustrated keyboard warrior throwing their toys out the pram. That's the thing, it's like most of these people, they basically are keyboard warriors. If you say face me, they'd fucking curl up into a ball and cry to death. Her other pastime is making money off the hard-working public, as evidenced by her GoFundMe page from 2015, which attempts to unsuccessfully raise money for a saboteur tour of Malta. Yeah, give me money for a holiday. Okay, I'm not going to bother reading that because I don't want to side on with them fucking faggots. A brassneck effort by Phipps and Sawyer to take a nice holiday to wherever that place is, but if a cause is so important to them, you would have thought that they'd be able to book their own flights, which only start from only £22, because they're a tight arse and they don't have real jobs, according to Ryanair. But paying for the things themselves wouldn't be the makeup of true Hunt Sabs. And that was it for this one here. So she does have a Facebook page. I wonder. Let me see if I can pull it up quick. Found it. She hasn't changed her profile picture since 2018, by the way. She was so easy to fucking find. Yeah, she looks like is basic bullshit on her things here. She wants to get rid of 53 dogs right there. Same old crap. Here's her climbing up a mountain. Doesn't look like she's up that high. Let's see. Here's her with like a boyfriend or something. I'm not quite sure. I wonder if he knows about her terrorist activities. Let's see. Where else can we find this? Someone like that. I don't know who the hell that is. I'm basically being nosy at the minute. Here's her being abusive to her boyfriend right there, because there's obviously abuse. That's in oh fuck me, where is that? Right, that's in Blackpool. I believe that is in Blackpool, because I remember that thing there. Yeah, it's some fucking stupid shit what she's up to. But yeah, this is her Facebook page right here. Yeah, it's definitely her Facebook page right there. In a relationship since the 4th of September. Work and education. I think like no one ever updates this stuff. They don't bother right there. Yes, none. Actually, let me just see. Reviews given. Here we go. Is there some? Let's do this. Fuck me. Why are these so fucking detailed reviews? Like Jesus Christ. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that's in it. I'm not going to dawdle anymore on this. So that has been it for this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Tomorrow obviously will be the review. I need to record it tonight so I can get it edited ready for tomorrow. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys next time.